I'm Alex.
And today we're going to do our first witchy haul from Wish.
Yes. Now, this is something that I had kind of got some of it ahead of time, but then we also got some stuff for the channel, so hopefully it works out. We got a couple things that are hopefully going to be a better background than the boring old wall and the race car back there. It's not exactly themed, is it?
No.
Alright, so we've got a couple packages to kind of rifle through.
But we're gonna see what the quality is like, and hopefully this will turn out really nice.
Okay. I actually got this little bee off of Wish. I thought it was kind of cute. It doesn't look exactly like the listing, but it's Wish. I'll probably include little pictures everywhere just so y'all see, real versus quality.
If you want to take that off, I'll show them.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Please don't stab me.
No.
I know you want my blood, but I'm not prepared to give that.
Careful, it's poking off the top,
right.
So don't stab yourself.
No sacrificial blood. That's the thing with the pin. It looks like the actual pin needle part is really loose and it jangles around.
While it's on, it's not bad though. I wore it out today during one of our crafty runs and it stayed in place. I was afraid it would just fall off, honestly.
I mean, it's actually pretty cute. How much did you pay for this one?
I think $1.
That's not bad for
plus
$1.
$1 shipping.
Oh god.
That's where they get you.
You weren't kidding about earlier when we were setting the video. I was like, we're cutting our heads off.
We're still figuring it out. Still don't have a tripod. Sorry.
I just happened to look over and I was missing half my head.
Yeah. So this is another pin. A little less witchy than other stuff, but at some point I was thinking a good craft for us would be to make a friendly eco tote or something like that. Something just to make more crafts on the channel that might be a little more accessible to other people. You can make a tote and you can make it your own and not necessarily throw a pentagram or something on there that's blatantly obvious. You could maybe do pins of your favorite creatures or something that to you represents your witchiness or your deity or what have you.
Actually, I've used in the past. I've actually bought the Shrinky Dink, but the not the actual brand Shrinky Dink.
Yeah, but other
same plastic. And I made my own pins and I knit. I made little knitting markers, and I was kind of looking at it. I was like, this would do really well for making my own witchy pins or little I don't not like a pentagram, but something that you could do a crystal grid on, or just other things that you can incorporate into your altar if you're really wanting to do I like a lot of arts and crafts in my altar. That's just kind of how I am, who I am. I'm an arts and crafts.
This one is a little better, I feel, but
Oh, that's cute.
This reminds me of one of the YouTube channels I personally follow in my personal life, but I thought it was neat. It's a little salt shaker, and it says salty, and it's glittery, which I love glitter. But the pin is actually really good. That is.
Oh, okay. It's actually one of the
rubberbacks.
Rubberback, yeah. The
but yeah, it's
Oh yeah, it's on there. Shit.
Yeah, I just took it off and I was like, oh, that's got.
But yeah, that's actually got.
Watch your mug.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna see how this goes. It's actually got a pretty nice backing on it.
Yeah, and that's.
And it's got the.
It's a tight fit. It's not gonna come out real easily.
Yeah, it was actually on there pretty well.
Yep.
But that sucker wasn't budging.
Got anything on your side, or is it on my side?
Oh yeah, no, I've got a few things on my side too. Let me see here.
Well, it'll be all surprises for her because she doesn't really know what I bought.
I literally have no idea what's in these. This is all her going on a shopping spree, which.
Hey man.
Actually, the funny thing about all this is when she got them in today, I was there with her. The outside bag was fine, and it had a dozen little bags inside the big bag, and they were
wet.
It was soaking wet. There was a puddle of water on the inside of the big bag, and which was inside the big bag is soaked.
So that's another thing. If you're ordering anything, and again, it takes months. I ordered all this stuff back in April, I think, end of April. So it was relatively fast. It was a lot faster than any shipping I've really ever gotten before. But yeah, if you're living anywhere, especially with any kind of weather conditions, do watch out for that, because if you're ordering anything made of fabrics, anything that might bleed, They might be damaged. Just warning you. I ordered these. They're little silicone containers.
These are really cute. Oh, they actually have not a screw top, but like a pop top where they can pop on and off. Which I know that we're the witchy web we weave, but we've got both of us have a kind of a little love thing for bees. So you'll probably see a lot of bee themed stuff, or when we're talking, like I mean, if the tea mug didn't clue you in.
Right.
So
these are silicone, so you can pretty much put a lot of stuff in there. I'm not exactly 100% sure what they are for. Typically, I do believe they are for
isn't it cute?
something that's legal in certain states and not legal in other states. That's about all I'll give you. Some people might know what these are for.
And these are pretty good size. I mean, look at it in comparison to like the palm of my hand.
Yeah, no, that's gonna fit a lot of stuff in there. So what I was thinking of is if I ever got into making balms or hand like a hand lotion or something.
Yeah.
This would be a really good thing. These were a little more expensive. I think these were $10.
Oh, okay, but
I got 6 of them. 5.
Yeah, because I mean, you've seen the one that I showed you, and then in the bag came these other ones, and they're all really cute, and I love the colors. They've got really vibrant colors.
And on Wish, they had other shapes. Like I saw like some skulls. I saw little pots.
Okay.
So they come in different shapes. I like these because they were bee themed. I'm gonna be honest. So they seal real well.
Yeah, I would probably...
Maybe not quite an airtight seal, so I wouldn't put anything in here that's gonna go bad too quickly.
No, I would probably put like loose, like I do not make my loose incense in very big batches. I make them in very small batches.
Yeah, this would be a pretty good way to carry it around.
Yeah, just I'm much more frugal in how I use my loose incenses that I mix. So I would probably put loose incense in something like this. And I know that you were saying that you put like lip balm because you're interested in doing stuff like that. And
I've already got the beeswax, so if I ever made something.
My only critique about this is it's kind of hard to get the lid.
So I've kind of figured it out. So there's little here.
Yeah, I noticed that there were little grooves.
Yeah, so you just gotta match it color to color. So like that's the green groove, and then
color?
That's what I did, and it resealed after I kind of gave it a good wiggle.
Okay, because I'm kind of wiggling around, and the lid
struggling?
is not. Yes, I am. I'm struggling a little bit.
I feel it. I struggled, so I'm not doubting.
I mean, they're not. It's not. She's right. It's not a perfect seal, and it takes a little bit of maneuvering to get the lid back on it. But I mean,
it's on there. Like I'm giving it a good tug, and it's not going. I mean, if you like rip it, yeah. But if it's in your purse or just out on a shelf somewhere.
And that's the thing. You were saying that these come in a whole bunch of different shapes and things. I think this would be like a discreet little thing. I think that you could put some stuff in. Maybe not the Rasta colors though.
Yeah. So
that might cause people to go snooping.
Yeah, that is something that they are used for. Is the weed.
The weed. Yes.
The weed. I'm from the West Coast. I know a lot of people that do smoke, and it's totally fine and legal, whatever your opinion on it is. Some people like to carry it and this kind of stuff. That's probably what they're made for mostly, because it is silicone. It's very... You're not going to get a lot of germs and stuff on this. That's why I like silicone a lot. But you can use it for whatever. I'm not putting the weed in these.
Here, you want to put that back in there?
Yeah, put that back in there. Let's see. Ooh.
But yeah, $10 for 5 of them, really.
And that was the best deal on that shape, because I hunted around. Because I could get like one for like $2 plus shipping, where I was getting 5 for the 10, and it was one lump sum shipping instead of shipping. And then I'd have to wait for 5 separate packages.
Sorry, we try to cut as many of these open beforehand as possible to minimize crinkling.
Ooh, it's my shirt. Okay.
Oh God, crinkling.
Sorry.
We're in a very echoey room, so the crinkling is like bouncing off the walls. Like,
sorry, trying to go as fast as I can, and it's wet bag. Okay.
Okay, I like the colors from here. I don't know what it is, but I mean, your guess
is
good.
It's bee themed.
Oh, that's cute.
It says be kind. It says, in a world where you can be anything, be kind.
Oh, that's adorable. I actually really like the colors on it.
I thought it was kind of neat.
Here, let me feel the material.
It's not bad.
Oh, that's it's thinner than what I was expecting it to be.
That is the thing with Wish. A lot of their fabric is thinner, but the good thing is this seems to be, I don't know if a cotton blend, because a lot of clothing on there is made out of like swimsuit material, like the nylon almost.
Oh yeah.
So you have to be careful. You gotta look at people's reviews. Try and see if anyone talks about what it's made out of, what it feels like, because even
for
a tag, it's probably not gonna have a tag, honey. It's
no,
from China. It's not gonna have nothing on there to tell you nothing.
It never hurts to look, but it does feel like a cotton nylon maybe. Or something.
Like a blend. I'm sure it's not.
It's got some bounce and stretch to it. Like it has some snapback. I mean, I work in a fabric store part time, so I mean, I'm dealing with all of this all the time. But it's actually rather soft. It's kind of thinner, like.
I don't think you'd see a bra through it.
No,
if you're worried about that.
I can't really even see my hand through it, but it's just the material is thinner than some t-shirts. But the actual
image is not half bad.
No, the image is pretty crisp and clear for the most part, and even the decal itself is not as thick as some.
I would probably recommend watching this inside out. That's what I'm gonna do.
I would agree with you there.
Yeah.
But
so
honestly, this is really cute. I might have to look at some of their shirts for me.
Yeah, they actually have a lot of witchy wear, actually. I got this jacket, I left it in Vegas because it fit but not the best, so I was like, why bother? And it was all black and it had like the moon going down the sleeve. It was okay, it kind of barely fit because that's the other thing with sizes on Wish. I did get an extra large, and it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be, honestly.
Oh, really?
Because I got that jacket in extra large, and it was like skin tight. Like, it probably would have fit you like a good jacket, where on me it was just like, you know. But I mean, like, that's a long shirt. Like, that is probably like an American extra large.
Yeah.
Versus, because remember, like, all their sizing is Asian.
Oh, okay.
So, a lot of times they'll order like you probably order what, medium or something? Yeah. And it might come in like an extra small. Oh, okay. Because it's smaller sizes.
Right.
So I'm glad it's not, but I could have gone L. You know, I could have gone down one and not suffered.
Yeah, I think even if you went down to a large, it still would have fit you really well.
But that's so cute.
It so really is. Now you've got me curious. Whenever we do our next
haul.
Yeah, our next wish haul. I might look at getting a t-shirt for myself, but maybe more of a witchy theme, or I'll kind of poke around and see what I can find. I would really like a shirt with the moon phases on it. I don't know why.
I have like 4 tanks on my wish list that's just moon phases and all kinds of stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, so no, we're probably gonna look at my stuff here in a minute, just so you're gonna be like, oh, all this stuff.
Oh Lord, this is gonna turn into such a.
Oh yeah, no. Wish is dangerous because you're like, oh, it's all cheap, but then
it's like
you might get something shitty.
What's $2 here, $5 there? You know, at the most $10 on something.
Now this was also, I think, an $8 shirt. So I mean, this was about a shirt price, like at Walmart, Target.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of the tanks I was looking at, they were like $2, $3, $4. They were a lot cheaper than this shirt, but I liked this shirt a lot. I was like, I'm gonna take a gamble on clothing because clothing, especially on Wish, is not the greatest,
I'll be interested to see how that washes.
Yeah, same.
Because I want to know how well the actual image holds up.
Give it a sniff. Doesn't smell bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad. You know, some of those shirts when you open it up and you can't even get near it because it has that like overwhelming
The jacket
plastic.
smelled like that. The jacket smell. I pre-washed it, so I didn't try it on before I washed it, so I don't know if it really shrunk.
Oh, okay.
But it smelled. I was like, I ain't wearing that.
I mean, that does have a tiny bit of a smell, but honestly, you kind of have to be like this close to it before you really even smell it. So, I would consider that a win.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly, so far the things that you've shown me, I'm actually kind of rather impressed with.
Is that one of the cloths?
Yes, I believe so. But actually, here in the next Wish haul that we do after this, I would really like to look at least maybe 1, if not 2, different tarot decks because I am very curious about the quality and if it's a viable option for beginner, like very new beginner tarot readers.
Yeah, on that one, the ones I've always liked are a little expensive, so we'll have to do a little more digging on your end.
Okay.
Yeah, careful. So, again, I'm probably going to insert pictures just to compare, but I got some more naturist scenes. So hopefully this looks good. It might look like utter garbage.
Wait,
Yeah, they're big.
which way's up?
I think you pulled it out right, actually.
Actually, here, help me hold it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not bad.
That's actually not bad. Looking at it straight on, the image is a little blurred out.
Yeah, but from like I'm looking at it in the screen and it's not bad at all.
Looking at it on screen, it actually looks really nice. So something like this would actually, I think, go better for something like as a backdrop or something on screen because it actually looks better that way.
Yeah, so I did get 3, so this is the first one. These were a little expensive. Maybe not for what they are because on eBay back in the day, I used to do a lot of shopping on eBay, you know that.
Yeah, I do.
I had this store that I got enough stuff from that they did custom prints on kind of like a fabric material, and I would just send them a picture. I'd be like, hey, can y'all do this? And they'd be like, yeah, sure, no problem. And they would print it and send it to me from China. It was great. You remember my Haunted Mansion kind of art-looking piece?
Oh, yeah.
That was a custom piece that they made me. Because, this is going to sound a little terrible, but that, I think, was not a fan picture, but I think it was, someone painted it, and they did the artwork for it. But the painting was hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Oh.
And I was like, I loved the image, because I love Disneyland, and I love Haunted Mansion, like, that's my jam. And I asked them, I was like, hey, can you do this? And he goes, yeah, but the painting looked kind of blurry, and I'm like, no, it's supposed to look like that, and it's beautiful. I still have it. It was great quality.
The more you talk about it, the more I remember it, and actually it did turn out really nice. So you can do something like that where you take an image that you like and send it to them, and they can make you...
Yeah, probably not Wish, but eBay might still have those. I never found that guy again, though. Like, I think
that's a shame,
a lot of places where I bought on eBay just dissipated one day.
That's a shame because he actually did a pretty good job on the printing.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly,
not bad.
I actually really do like the colors in this, and I do like the effect that it has on screen.
It looks way better on screen.
It looks way better on screen, and actually the material itself is really thin. Like, just holding it up, I can see through it.
Yeah, but you can't see ourselves, though. Again, on camera it looks a lot nicer.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's
and
something. You can actually... I can see myself on the other side.
Oh, yeah, you can, because you have more light on your side, I guess.
I guess so, but...
And this doesn't actually smell bad.
Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't hardly smell at all.
Yeah, which is great, because
then you can see that they just seamed along the edges of it all.
Yeah, so, again, not super fancy, but that's not what we're looking for at Wish, but these were, I think, 15 a piece.
15?
Mm-hmm.
That's a little bit more than the quality.
Yeah, I think it was size, too, though, because they did have smaller ones and bigger ones.
Okay.
I got, like, a medium size, because I wasn't sure how much wall I needed, basically.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
But yeah, I mean, this was a check quality, so...
Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad.
I can't complain.
At least we know it'll work
because,
pretty well as a backdrop.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that the custom ones I was doing, I think the small one might have been 15. So to get it custom printed on something nicer, that would probably be like 30 plus.
Oh, I think I have the other two. Whoa, this one is like soaked with the capital
Yeah,
S.
that's what I was a little worried about.
Like, this one is like squishy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you got over there?
I've got a couple little things.
Okay, you try it. You open something and then we'll look at this. Oh Lord, what did you get?
This looks kind of ridiculous, but I'll explain why I bought it.
Oh.
So this is a little kind of pot holder type thing where you would put some hot on it. It's silicone. What I am hoping to do with this though is I make my own candles, and I'm hoping that if I sorry,
rip it off like a Band-Aid.
I'm trying, woman. And they offered like a million colors. I just got yellow because I didn't care.
Yeah, because that's not really what you're getting.
That is a little bent. That's unfortunate. Hopefully
it's
unbends.
kind of got a little crease in it.
But that is a lot stretchier than I expected it to be, honestly.
Oh.
But yeah, so
it's squishy.
I'm just very squishy. So what I was hoping, and I didn't really think of this till you mentioned it, and now I feel real dumb, but hopefully it still works to an extent, is the pattern on it is honeycombed. So I was hoping that I wanted to make my own rolled candles.
Yeah.
So I kind of forgot how molds work, and I thought it would project holes and not outies, kind of, basically.
Yeah, we actually went to a craft store the other day, and we were walking around just looking at things, and we went and she saw
something very similar.
And I made that comment of, oh, it would come out the opposite of how this is.
That bummed me out so bad. I think it'll still kind of work though.
I think it'll still look nice.
And I did find an actual mold for those, and it's super expensive.
Oh, is it? I'm not surprised.
It was like hundreds of dollars. It was over $100 for the mold because I don't know why.
Oh.
But I was like, dang.
I mean, I'm not surprised that it was expensive. I'm a little surprised it was that expensive.
I'm
But
like,
I think this will still be...
Yeah, it'll do something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, updates to follow if it works at all.
Right?
This was, I think, $1 or $2.
Oh, okay.
All this little stuff, not very expensive.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
What else do you have over there?
Paper. I think, these.
Oh, right.
Yeah, see, like, well, you can't really see anything on there because it got wrecked. But, jeez, willikers.
Oh, is that one soaked too?
Yeah. So, plug your ears, kids. This is an electronic, so hopefully it doesn't get totally wrecked by being soaked. That's not really what it looked like in the listing.
Oh, really?
Then again, they had the pictures of what it looked like lit up at night. So, probably totally different than what it looks like during the day. So, these are, again, bees, with a little battery pack. So, at some point when they're dry, and I guess AA's, and this has batteries in it, we might hang it somewhere behind us to give us a little more,
oh, God, it's completely soaked on the inside of there.
Yeah, so...
Of the box.
Yeah.
You're going to need to make sure that dries out really well before you do any kind of anything with it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to fry your stuff. And even then, I hope it hasn't...
Fried already.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to definitely take a wait on this. I'll probably just try to pat it down and then leave it alone for a couple days so it's dry.
Stick it out in the Texas heat. It'll dry off.
It is so hot right now.
It really is. I mean...
We had beautiful storms for the last couple weeks, and now it's in the 90s.
It was storming hard enough that I was able to make, like, storm water. Like, some pretty potent stuff. We were having, like, tornado watches and everything.
Oh, yeah, we had tornadoes hit.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't
we actually had one hit near here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which is rare, by the way.
I didn't know that. I know that I got, like, 3 different tornado warning and tornado watch
we actually had the sirens. It was something.
And then I also got a bunch of flash flood warning.
Yeah, we didn't get the flood warnings. We got the tornado warnings.
Literally, that lasted for a couple of days, and then after that, it has been in the 90s.
So all that water plus heat, it is humid as balls.
It's like swimming outside.
It's disgusting. I've mentioned I have a forest path near my house, and I went walking the other day. I felt like I was taking a swim through the trees. Not a walk. I was just like... Because it's just... The air is thick here right now.
I have no idea why, but I had the Blue Danube song in my head, and just the idea of you, like, balleting and swimming, like, through the trees. Da, 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 da,
oh.
I don't know. I'm weird. Please don't mind me.
We're both a little strange. Alright, well, you got all the rest of my stuff over there.
Okay. Well, then here, you take the soaked one.
Oh, thanks.
And I will take the slightly less soaked one. That is still soaked.
Thanks for that.
Okay, which one?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, and that's the one that you snipped.
I opened these with scissors and I accidentally snipped. Dude, it is like...
Dripping? Oh my god, it is dripping! Oh, sweet goddess. Give it a ring.
Into the carpet? Yeah, okay.
No. Like, open up one of the bags
Be back.
and bring it into the...
Still a little surprised. We're back. So this is super soaked.
She actually brought in a bowl from the kitchen, and she was wringing it out over the bowl like a dish towel.
It's the moon.
Is it the moon one? Oh, it's the moon over the ocean.
Of course, it's the ocean one that got soaked. Okay, we're gonna have to...
figures that's the one you snipped.
Again, I bet we're not even gonna notice.
So this is gonna be a really good bleed test, apparently. Is to see if the colors bleed with the water. Oh wow, that is super duper soaking wet. But here, I'll grab one end and you grab the other. So at the bottom, you see the nice pretty waves.
I found where I snipped it.
Oh, that's a good question. Yep, right down here. Right.
Oh my god.
Down. There.
That's a big snip.
I can try and see if I can sew it.
I mean, we're not
But
gonna.
it's a really nice image.
Pull,
Because
this is still pull. Keep pulling. There we go.
oh, this is really good size.
Yeah, no one's gonna see that down there. We can just hang it or something.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, it is a really nice image though.
This is at least 4 feet by what, 6 or 7 feet?
Yeah.
So you can see the nice pretty waves, and then it has, bring it down a little bit up. There we go. See, we have a nice pretty picture of the moon. And actually, I really like this image.
So, honestly, about all that's going to get seen if we have the moon on is probably just going to be the top of the water there.
You know what?
Alright, so I'm going to walk this out to hang it somewhere outside. You can entertain them for the 3 minutes it'll take me to get going.
Ooh, so, my hands are actually sopping wet from that. Like, I did not expect that bag to get so soaked, which I don't exactly know how that happened because she's been checking the mailbox every single day. So it's not like it sat out in the mailbox and got soaking wet. So something happened on the way to delivering it, I guess, and it got soaked. But almost every single one of our bags was like soaked through with water, and then like I said, there was a giant puddle underneath at the very bottom of the large bag. So some of these fared better than others as far as how waterlogged they got, but I think this is actually the last thing. Oh, she's back. This is actually the last thing I think we have to open for the wish haul.
My molds didn't come in.
Which ones?
The unicorn, and then I got a beehive mold.
So I guess.
Still waiting on some more stuff.
Which that is a good thing to note with things like Wish, AliExpress, things like that, is sometimes things will ship together and sometimes they will not, and you'll get multiple packages.
I was actually surprised at how many of my things came together.
I am too. Because it's at least almost everything except for, what, just one thing?
2 things so far that I've noticed not in yet.
So, ooh, I like the color.
I think that was another one that you had said you didn't mind the coloring on.
Yeah, okay, so, here, that looks like it's a corner. Okay, this one is not quite as large, I guess.
So what you guys can't really see is the white part is the moon in the background, and then there's a big old tree in front of it.
Which, it is good to know with the moon one that we just got done showing that was soaked through, there really wasn't any bleeding of the image.
Yeah.
So, I don't think that's something that people will mostly have to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually really like some of the colors that are in this particular one. I think this is probably one of my favorite backgrounds out of the 3 that we got. I think this actually is my favorite. But it's still the same as the other ones where you can kind of like, you can see through it. And it still has the same like surged edges.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, for what it is and the size, I guess that's really not all that bad.
Yeah, we'll put that on.
And they do seem to at least show up really well on camera.
Yep. So, not too bad if anyone was looking for... I know a lot of people have bought those for their bedrooms. I've seen people do other wish hauls and they kind of redo their bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a lot of different images for that kind of stuff. I was trying to pick, witchy ones for theming, obviously. But I've seen, like, mandalas. I've seen all kinds of trees, all kinds of moons. We had looked at some black and white ones. Right. But then I was like, maybe we should get a little more color just to pop, because we're in black chairs.
Yeah.
So that's why we got moons, but there's a little more color to them than just black and white. Like even the ocean one has a little bit of blue in there.
Yeah. So I guess that's the thing. The quality is not super duper fancy, but I mean it works in a pinch for the price that it is. So.
And there was way more expensive ones. Like
I'm sure.
There was ones that I was really tempted to buy, but those were expensive. Like it looked like they were mostly forest scenes, but they were just. They looked magical. Like, it looked really cool, and I'm like, that just sounds so risky, though. Like, these were already... I was feeling real risky with these.
Yeah, and honestly, these I feel more okay with. I would have been really upset if there had been, like, the higher priced ones, and they ended up...
garbage.
Yeah, like, with the forest scene that was really, really blown out in the image in person. Like, the really blown out, blurry... I liked the colors, but...
And again, it
how-
translates very well on camera, which is what we needed to do. So.
But yeah, if the forest one was not for on camera,
Yeah.
I would have been upset about it because the image was so blurry and blown out. But because it translates really well on camera, I'm actually more okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that for the most part, that's a pretty good win.
Yep.
But I think that's mostly it for the wish haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed this and
Kind of gives you a little idea of some of the other stuff that's out there.
And there's probably going to be more to come as far as the wish haul.
Yeah, when the other, at least 2 things come in, we're probably just going to do a quick little 5-minute, I might even edit it into this video after the fact, but we'll do a little update on when that stuff comes in because those are some of the stuff I was the most excited about. But yeah, I just wasn't sure what was in all these packages, so we're just like, yeah, let's just open them up.
It's going to be a surprise for everybody.
Sorpresa. Alright, I think that about wraps it up.
Alright, thanks for watching. Bye!